2026 Mississippi DMV Knowledge Test Class A Test 250 questions and complete answers. Question 1. When approaching a vehicle for a pre-trip inspection, a driver should look under the vehicle. Option A, to see if the vehicle is on an incline. Option B, to see if there are any fresh fluids on the ground. Option C, to see if the vehicle is in a parking spot. The correct answer is option B, to see if there are any fresh fluids on the ground. Explanation. When approaching your vehicle before an inspection, make note of its general condition and ensure that it is not damaged or leaning. Look under the vehicle for fresh leaks of oil, grease, or fuel. Check around the vehicle for hazards to movement, such as people, other vehicles, or low-hanging wires or tree limbs. Question 2. What should be done before transporting an overlength load? Option A. Special transit permits should be acquired. Option B. Fire departments along the route should be alerted. Option C. Tolls should be paid. The correct answer is option A. Special transit permits should be acquired. Explanation. Overlength, overwidth, and slash or overweight loads may require special permits from the Department of Transportation. Question 3. When driving in winter, which of the following should receive extra attention in a pre-trip inspection? Option A. Coolant and antifreeze levels. Option B. The air conditioning unit. Option C. The oil pressure. The correct answer is option A. Coolant and antifreeze levels. Explanation. When doing a pre-trip inspection during the winter, you should pay extra attention to the coolant level and amount of antifreeze, the defrosting and heating equipment, the wiper blades and windshield washer, the tires and tire chains, the lights and reflectors, the windows and mirrors, the handholds, steps, and deck plates, the radiator shuttles and winter front and exhaust system. Question 4. If transporting livestock, drivers should be concerned about. Option A. Other motorists seeing the livestock. Option B. The vehicle's weight shifting as the animals move. Option C. Extra tolls. Option D. Passing emissions testing. The correct answer is option B. The vehicle's weight shifting as the animals move. Explanation. Because live animals can lean during curves and otherwise move in transit, the weight distribution of a cargo of livestock is unstable. Driving with livestock requires special care. Question 5. When driving, your mirrors should: Option A. Not be used, as they are distracting. Option B. Not be used unless there is traffic. Option C. Be checked regularly. The correct answer is option C. Be checked regularly. Explanation. It is important for you to be aware of your surroundings at all times. To do this, regularly check your mirrors. Question 6. A dual air brake system. Option A. Consists of two separate air brake systems that share a single set of controls. Option B. Is a single air brake system with two different sets of controls. Option C. Consists of one air brake system for the left side of the truck and one system for the right side of the truck, each with its own set of controls. The correct answer is option A. Consists of two separate air brake systems that share a single set of controls. Explanation. A dual air brake system is made up of two separate air brake systems. The systems share a single set of brake controls, but each has its own air tanks, hoses, and lines. One system typically operates the regular brakes on the rear axle or axles, while the other system operates the regular brakes on the front axle. Question 7. After two violations of any state law regarding handheld mobile phone use. Option A. You will need to cancel your mobile phone service. Option B. Your CDL will be disqualified. Option C. You will be required to drive 10 miles per hour under the posted speed limit for a period of time. The correct answer is option B. Your CDL will be disqualified. Explanation. If you are twice convicted of violating any state law regarding handheld mobile phone use, your CDL will be disqualified. Consequences will become more severe with subsequent violations. Question 8. Regrooved tires. Option A. Should not be used on any vehicle. Option B. Should not be used on the front of a bus. Option C. Should not be used on trucks hauling gravel. The correct answer is option B. Should not be used on the front of a bus. Explanation. Regrooved, recapped, or retreaded tires are prohibited on the front wheels of a bus. Question 9. Which of the following is not a sign of fatigue? Option A. Ability to focus. Option B. Daydreaming. Option C. Yawning repeatedly. Option D. Drifting from your lane. The correct answer is option A. Ability to focus. Explanation. Driving while fatigued is dangerous. Warning signs of fatigue include difficulty focusing, repeated yawning or rubbing of the eyes, daydreaming or wandering thoughts, and drifting out of your lane. Question 10. Water on bridges. Option A. Usually freezes before water on other parts of a roadway. Option B. Usually freezes after water on other parts of a roadway. Option C. Will not freeze. Option D. Is not a concern in cool weather. The correct answer is option A. Usually freezes before water on other parts of a roadway. Explanation. Bridges will generally freeze before other parts of the roadway. Be careful on bridges when temperatures are around the freezing point. Question 11. After a tire has been changed, the driver should stop after a short distance to Option A. Check the tightness of the lug nuts. Option B. Lower the tire's air pressure. Option C. See if rocks have gotten into the tread. The correct answer is option A. Check the tightness of the lug nuts. Explanation. After a tire has been changed, the driver should stop a short distance later to check the tightness of the tire's lug nuts. Question 12. When checking your tires as part of the pre-trip inspection, you should look at the Option A. Tire pressure. Option B. Tire color. Option C. Tire manufacturer. The correct answer is option A. Tire pressure. Explanation. When checking your tires as part of a pre-trip inspection, it is important to verify that the tire pressure is neither too low nor too high. Question 13. What can change the height of a vehicle? Option A. Color. Option B. Length. Option C. Weight. Option D. Number of windows. The correct answer is option C. Weight. Explanation. The added weight of a heavy load will make a vehicle sit lower than usual. A vehicle will often be taller when carrying a light load than when carrying a heavy load. If your vehicle fits under an overpass while carrying a full load, it is not guaranteed that it will fit under the same overpass if it is empty. Question 14. When you must travel down a grade, when should you switch into a lower gear? Option A. Before beginning the grade. Option B. After you have already started the grade. Option C. As far down the grade as possible. Option D. At the bottom of the grade. The correct answer is option A. Before beginning the grade. Explanation. Before starting down a hill, you should shift into a lower gear. This will help get your vehicle to a speed that you can control without having to use your brakes too much. Question 15. If backing a truck, option A. You should rely on your mirrors to guide you. Option B. You should first walk the area to become more familiar with obstacles. Option C. You should look straight ahead. The correct answer is option B. You should first walk the area to become more familiar with obstacles. Explanation. If you must drive in reverse, you should first walk around your vehicle to look at the path of travel and check for obstacles. Because mirrors have blind spots, you cannot rely exclusively on them. It is recommended to use a helper whenever possible. Question 16. If your truck or trailer catches fire, you should Option A. Park in a congested area near trees. Option B. Pull into a service station. Option C. Park near other vehicles. Option D. Park in an open area. The correct answer is option D. Park in an open area. Explanation. If there is a fire in your vehicle, the first thing you need to do is leave the road and stop. Park in an open area away from anything that could catch fire, such as plants or other vehicles. Do not pull into a service station. Question 17. If feeling tired while driving, it is best to Option A. Take a pep pill. Option B. Get some rest. Option C. Continue driving. The correct answer is option B. Get some rest. Explanation. If you begin to feel tired while driving, the only safe action to take is to stop and get some sleep. Trying to fight the fatigue and press on is very dangerous and can result in a fatal crash. You should not rely on artificial stimulants. These may help keep you awake a while longer, but they won't make you more alert. Question 18. States verified at a CDL or CLP driver has only one such license by Option A. Making phone calls to surrounding states. Option B. Using a computerized system that links all states. Option C. Asking the driver. Option D. Looking through the driver's wallet. The correct answer is option B. Using a computerized system that links all states. Explanation: all U.S. states share information about CDL and CLP licenses in a computerized database. If you apply for a license in one state, a state will check this database to verify that you do not already have one such license in another state. Question 19. When it is difficult for others to see your vehicle, such as at dawn or dusk, you can help other drivers by Option A. Keeping your lights off. Option B. Turning your lights on. Option C. Driving on the shoulder. Option D. Waving an arm out the window. The correct answer is option B. Turning your lights on. Explanation: at times when visibility is low, you should turn your headlights onto the low beam setting. If you're having a difficult time seeing others, they are probably having a difficult time seeing you. Question 20. Most drivers are the least alert. Option A. In the morning. Option B. In cold weather. Option C. At night. Option D. After work. The correct answer is option C. At night. Explanation: fatigue and lack of alertness are major hazards when driving at night. Most people are the least alert at night, especially after midnight. Question 21. Air brakes are Option A. An effective tool for stopping large vehicles. Option B. Prohibited on large vehicles. Option C. Only effective in poor weather. Option D. A tool to improve fuel efficiency. The correct answer is option A. An effective tool for stopping large vehicles. Explanation: as long as the brakes are properly maintained, using air brakes is a safe and effective method of stopping large, heavy vehicles. Question 22. To affect a vehicle, ABS. Option A. Must be on all axles. Option B. Must be on the rear axle. Option C. Can be on as few as one axle. The correct answer is option C. Can be on as few as one axle. Explanation: anti-lock brakes on only a single axle still provides a driver with more control while braking than they would have without any anti-lock brakes. Question 23. When changing lanes. Option A. You should move your vehicle quickly. Option B. You should move your vehicle slowly. Option C. The move should be made with a jerking motion. Option D. You do not need to use a turn signal. The correct answer is option B. You should move your vehicle slowly. Explanation: always change lanes slowly and smoothly to maintain control of your vehicle. Doing this will also allow a driver that you did not see time to move out of the way of your vehicle. Use the proper turn signal to communicate with other road users. Question 24. When backing with a trailer, turning toward the driver's side is encouraged. Option A. Because it allows the driver a better view. Option B. Because turning toward the passenger side is illegal. Option C. Because other drivers can offer assistance. The correct answer is option A. Because it allows the driver a better view. Explanation: if you must back up, it is safest to back toward the driver's side of the vehicle. This way, as the driver, you will have the best possible view of your path of travel. Question 25. To receive a hazardous materials endorsement, an applicant will be required to supply Option A. Their fingerprints. Option B. Their shoe size. Option C. A list of countries visited within the last 10 years. Option D. Their employment history for the previous 5 years. The correct answer is option A. Their fingerprints. Explanation: to obtain a hazardous materials endorsement, you will be required to submit your fingerprints and undergo a TUSA background check. Question 26. The air compressor governor controls. Option A. When the air compressor pumps air into the air storage tanks. Option B. How fast air is pumped into the air storage tanks. Option C. The temperature of air pumped into the air storage tanks. Option D. The speed of the vehicle. The correct answer is option A. When the air compressor pumps air into the air storage tanks. Explanation: in an air brake system, the air compressor governor controls when the air compressor pumps air into the air storage tanks. Question 27. When conducting a vehicle inspection, you must show each of the following except Option A. That the oil pressure gauge is working. Option B. That the oil pressure warning light turns off or that the gauge shows increasing or normal oil pressure. Option C. That the oil temperature gauge, if equipped, rises to the normal operating range. Option D. That the oil pressure gauge comes on when brakes are used. The correct answer is option D. That the oil pressure gauge comes on when brakes are used. Explanation: when checking the oil pressure gauge as part of a vehicle inspection test, you must ensure that it is working. The gauge should show increasing or normal oil pressure, or the oil pressure warning light should turn off. If equipped with one, the oil temperature gauge should begin a gradual rise to the normal operating range. Question 28. If confronted by an aggressive driver, you should: Option A. Make eye contact with the driver. Option B. React to the driver's gestures. Option C. Challenge the driver to a road race. Option D. Ignore the driver if possible. The correct answer is option D. Ignore the driver if possible. Explanation: if you encounter an aggressive driver, the most important thing to do is get out of their way if possible. Do not provoke the driver by challenging them or making eye contact, and do not let yourself be provoked by rude gestures they might make. Question 29. When changing lanes, turn signals. Option A. Should not be used. Option B. Should only be used if a vehicle is close to you. Option C. Should be used each time. The correct answer is option C. Should be used each time. Explanation: always signal your intentions before turning or changing lanes. Do not assume that other drivers will move out of your way simply because you are signaling to turn. Question 30. When driving in heavy traffic, you should: Option A. Use hands-free cellular devices. Option B. Use your cell phone for texting instead of calling. Option C. Not use your cell phone. Option D. Turn up the ringer on your cell phone. The correct answer is option C. Not use your cell phone. Explanation: areas with heavy traffic, road construction, large numbers of pedestrians, or severe weather demand extra attention from a driver. The driver should avoid all possible distractions while in such areas, including cell phone use. Question 31. During a static leakage test, the maximum leakage rate for a single vehicle with air brakes is blank in 1 minute. Option A. 1 psi. Option B. 2 psi. Option C. 3 psi. Option D. 4 psi. The correct answer is option B. 2 psi. Explanation: when performing a static leakage test on a single vehicle with air brakes, the leakage rate should be no more than 2 psi in a minute. If air leaks from the air brake system at a quicker rate, the vehicle should not be driven because something likely needs to be repaired. Question 32. If you have an engine fire, you should: Option A. Open the hood as soon as possible. Option B. Turn off the engine as soon as possible. Option C. Not use a fire extinguisher. The correct answer is option B. Turn off the engine as soon as possible. Explanation: to keep an engine fire from spreading, you should turn off the vehicle's engine as soon as possible. Do not open the hood if you don't have to. Question 33. How is the parking brake released? Option A. By tapping on the brake pedal 3 times. Option B. By engaging the accelerator. Option C. By pushing in the brake control knob. Option D. By tapping the accelerator twice. The correct answer is option C. By pushing in the brake control knob. Explanation: in newer vehicles with air brakes, the parking brakes are controlled by a diamond-shaped yellow knob. Pull the knob out to activate the parking brakes and push it in to release them. Question 34. In hot weather, spots on the pavement where tar is bleeding. Option A. Are very slippery. Option B. Offer the same amount of traction as the rest of the roadway. Option C. Offer more traction than the rest of the roadway. The correct answer is option A. Are very slippery. Explanation: tar in road pavement often rises to the surface of the road or bleeds in very hot weather. Watch for such areas because they can be very slippery. Question 35. When leaving your vehicle, option A. The air brakes should be applied. Option B. The parking brake should be applied. Option C. Brakes should not be applied if the vehicle is left out of gear. The correct answer is option B. The parking brake should be applied. Explanation: parking brakes should be used whenever you park. If necessary, chock your wheels. Question 36. In a dual air brake system, option A. Each system has its own air tanks. Option B. Air tanks are shared between both systems. Option C. You must designate which system you are using. The correct answer is option A. Each system has its own air tanks. Explanation: there are 2 air brake systems in a dual air brake system. The systems share a set of brake controls, but each system has its own tanks, hoses, and lines. Question 37. If a vehicle is equipped with power steering, the hoses should be checked. Option A. For leaks. Option B, to ensure that they are still clear. Option C, to ensure that they are connected to the battery. Option D, to ensure that they contain the proper amount of play. The correct answer is option A, for leaks. Explanation: when inspecting a vehicle with power steering, you should inspect the hoses, pumps, and fluid levels. Specifically check the hoses for leaks. Question 38. When traveling on a downgrade, your vehicle will: Option A, slow down. Option B, travel at the same rate as on level roadway. Option C, speed up. The correct answer is option C, speed up. Explanation: gravity causes a vehicle's speed to increase when traveling on a downgrade. Adjust your speed before reaching a downgrade. Question 39. When checking the air and electrical lines during a vehicle inspection, all of the following should be true except: Option A, the air hoses are making a hissing noise. Option B, the air hoses and electrical lines are not cut. Option C, the air lines are not pinched. Option D, the air lines are not dragging against tractor parts. The correct answer is option A. The air hoses are making a hissing noise. Explanation: when examining the air and electrical lines as part of your vehicle inspection test, you must listen for leaks. Ensure that the air hoses and electrical lines are not cut, chafed, spliced, or worn. Make sure air and electrical lines are not tangled, pinched, or dragging against tractor parts. Question 40. Brake linings should be: Option A, loose. Option B, free of oil. Option C, soft. The correct answer is option B, free of oil. Explanation: brake linings should not be loose or soaked with oil or grease. They shouldn't be dangerously thin. Question 41. Placards should be used: Option A, anytime a vehicle is carrying hazardous materials. Option B, if there is open space in the truck. Option C, if the amount of hazardous materials in the truck exceeds 200 pounds. Option D, if the hazardous materials create an inhalation hazard. The correct answer is option A, anytime a vehicle is carrying hazardous materials. Explanation: placards must be placed on the outside of vehicles carrying hazardous materials. They identify the specific class or classes of materials being carried and warn others of relevant hazards. Question 42. A pre-trip vehicle inspection. Option A is not required if the driver regularly uses the vehicle. Option B is not required for trips under 100 miles. Option C is only to be performed by a mechanic. Option D is required by law. The correct answer is option D, is required by law. Explanation: drivers are required by state and federal law to inspect their vehicles before beginning to drive. Question 43. On a leaf spring, the leaves: Option A, may be broken. Option B, are not required. Option C, should not be broken. Option D, should shift. The correct answer is option C, should not be broken. Explanation: when inspecting a vehicle's suspension, you should look for broken or missing leaves in the leaf springs. Any defect of this kind is dangerous. If 1/4 or more of the leaves are missing from any leaf spring, the vehicle must be put out of service. Question 44. A fatigued driver: Option A is extra alert. Option B should take over-the-counter remedies to wake them up. Option C may make critical decisions too slowly. Option D is usually more conscientious than a typical driver. The correct answer is option C, may make critical decisions too slowly. Explanation: if you are fatigued, you will not see or react to hazards as quickly as you would if you were fully energized and awake. You will be impaired in making critical decisions. Question 45. When backing with a trailer, turning toward the driver's side is encouraged because: Option A, the driver will have the best possible view. Option B, power lines should be on the passenger's side. Option C, other drivers can offer assistance on the passenger's side. The correct answer is option A, the driver will have the best possible view. Explanation: when driving in reverse, it is always recommended that a driver backs their vehicle toward its left side. This will allow the driver the best possible view of the rear of their vehicle. Question 46. A pre-trip inspection should include: Option A, a check of the engine oil level. Option B, removing coolant. Option C, spraying WD-40 into the air filter. Option D, removing a tire. The correct answer is option A, A check of the engine oil level. Explanation. A pre-trip inspection should include a check of components in the engine compartment, including a check of the engine oil level. Question 47. Leaking shock absorbers. Option A are normal. Option B indicate a potentially dangerous defect. Option C will prevent the turn signals from working. Option D pose no threat if the vehicle is only driven on highways. The correct answer is option B, indicate a potentially dangerous defect. Explanation. The suspension system keeps a vehicle's axles in place. Damaged suspension parts, such as leaking shock absorbers, may be potentially dangerous defects on a vehicle. Question 48. If you identify a distracted driver on the road, you should: Option A, follow their vehicle closely. Option B, try to get their attention. Option C, give them plenty of room. Option D, flash your lights at them. The correct answer is option C, give them plenty of room. Explanation. If you encounter a distracted driver, make sure to give them plenty of room. Be very careful if you pass their vehicle because the driver may be unaware of your presence and drift into your lane. Question 49. One way to overcome the challenges of blind spots is to: Option A, drive faster than surrounding vehicles so no other drivers can pass you. Option B, drive in the left lane, allowing you to only worry about vehicles to your right. Option C, make frequent mirror checks and assess the positions of surrounding vehicles. Option D, avoid using your mirrors. The correct answer is option C, make frequent mirror checks and assess the positions of surrounding vehicles. Explanation. You should make frequent mirror checks to monitor the traffic around you. This should help you notice if surrounding vehicles begin to move into your blind spots. Question 50. When starting the engine of a truck with a trailer, you can tell that your vehicle's ABS is not working if: Option A, the yellow light on the left rear of the trailer stays on. Option B, the red light on the right side of the trailer flashes 3 times. Option C, all the rear lights flash and then turn off. The correct answer is option A, the yellow light on the left rear of the trailer stays on. Explanation. When turning on your vehicle's engine, the lights on the dash should come on and then turn off. If the ABS malfunction light stays on, the system is not working properly. In the case of a truck with a trailer, if the yellow light on the left rear of the trailer stays on once the engine has been started, the system is not working properly.